Okay, you know how much I love a good social commentary. So I was watching some twins doing the little spiel. They do a whole comedy bit on, pop media, etc. Which led me to a link. They were talking about the world's fattest woman. So I went to read the article after watching, their little comedic sect. I won't go into all that. But, they did all this bashing and name calling and things like that. And, that's not really my style, so that's not the purpose of this video. I was reading the article about Mrs. Potter. She went to the Guinness Book World Records for being the heaviest living woman at 700 pounds. She's currently lost a good amount, almost 60 since then. And she was, discussing family genetics and saying that, she thinks her upbringing and her genes are the reason why, she was this way, and she currently wants to lose weight because, life is not as mobile as she would want it to be, and she's grown a dependence, on family members, especially her son and things like that. But what stuck to me is she thinks her obesity lies in her childhood and her genes. And I can relate to the fat excuses. If you remember a while ago, which you may or may not, depending on how long you've known parts of me, I've talked about, what was the question? It's something about fat genes or whatever. I'll try to find it and link them together so you can see the video from my other channel. I do not agree with people that say that when you've reached my weight and beyond, that it's because of genes or it's because of your childhood or whatever. I talk a lot about personal responsibility, something I'm currently trying to live up to. I can attest to familial habits becoming personal habits, and you carrying that out and it having derived from there. But I think at a certain point you can no longer blame your childhood for whatever's happened. It may have been the root, but is not. At some point it was no longer the reason. If you got chunky, fat, obese between the age of birth to, let's say, 20, then we can have that directly related to being at home, what's available to you, things of that nature. Now, you may be still home after the age of 20, or you have moved out, carried on your own life, had children, etc., etc. At that point, it is no longer childhood's fault. It is not childhood's fault. I guess is the main theme of this. I don't know her history. I only know what I've read. Just like you may not know my full history, you've only known what I've talked about. You live in a situation. She was also saying that, her mother was 400, her father was 600, this, that, and the other. This is not genes. This is habits that we've created and systemized in our household. You can really see the effect of genes when people are living healthfully and then, you know, they still seem to gain weight easily, or, you know, certain conditions seem to be pre-existing, that's when you see how genes come into play. If you're, you know, sitting down and not eating right, or as some of the pictures show, going to buy donuts and things like that by the dozen, this does not have anything to do with the genes. These are food habits. These are diets. You know, we tend to bring our mind around diet being something we do to lose weight, but sometimes our diet can also make us gain weight. And from then on, we can't blame genes. We can't blame our childhood. Now, parts of your childhood can make you want to mask things with food, make you want to, you know, blame that time period, and then utilize food as a comfort, as a block, as a shield. But all that is like association. It's not the it's no longer the factor. So yeah, I just kind of really disagreed with that statement. Like, once you're at a certain way, it's, you know, the lifestyle you've chosen or you've allowed yourself to become a part of or adapted to, especially once it goes to relying on people. You know, my reliance stems from social anxiety, hers is from immobility, I assume, and it just further becomes a crutch, and then the cycle continues, and it's easier for the blame to continue and the poundage to grow. And things of that nature. But, you know, at some point you have to decide, this is not what I want to continue. This is not what I want to eat. I don't want to sit at a table surrounded by the overabundance I was raised on. And it may start from not going to the fast food to maybe eating controlled processed food, to then learning to cook or cooking again or having someone else cook, to then deciding what exactly you want your diet to be, whether it be vegan, whether it be a combination, whether it be raw, whether, you know, you want to eliminate certain things, and you can experiment with, you know, what's not agreeing with your body and things like that. But, you know, it's a progress, and, you know, there's a point to start for everything. But yeah, that's just what this little article brought up for me, and really what I wanted to say for right now. I thought this was a good little bit to talk about as a break away from everything else until I'm able to return. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.